Hello there, this is LEGO Dynasty, and today I'm coming at you with a new video on the LEGO Star Wars The Razor Crest Microfighter. It is set number 75321, is rated ages 6 and up, and comes with 98 pieces along with one minifigure, that figure being Din Djarin, aka the Mandalorian. The set is primarily based off of Season 2 / Season 1 of The Mandalorian with the Razor Crest, which, spoilers, obviously is destroyed during the events of Season 2 of The Mandalorian, so might be the last we see of it unless he acquires a new one or gets it rebuilt. You never know. We've seen in other mediums of the Slave One constantly being destroyed and it being rebuilt for, I guess, Boba Fett's starship now. So there's always a chance it could be rebuilt, but for now this set is in memoriam and is memorialized in this Microfighter set. So without further ado, let's get into this review. We're going to start off with the box. So the box has some nice detail. It has the obviously the orange color strip, which matches up with Hasbro's Black Series lineup. There's apparently been some issues with LEGO, of course, being inaccurate on some of their sets with the color strip. You know, I think some were blue when they're meant to be orange, etc., or related to Clone Wars instead. But this set is accurate, so give props to LEGO for that, at least for what they seem to be doing with trying to line up the sets with this color strip on the side, which is what seems to be what they're doing, as they have changed up the box layout yet again. Got the Mandalorian up at the front. Nice detail. I can't remember what the planet is from, but this is obviously a crucial location in Season 2 where the Razor Crest is destroyed, unfortunately. Some nice side box art. And then you can see really the two main features of the set, that being you can lower the hatch and the new stud shooter feature, or the updated design of the stud shooter, showing off Din Djarin, or the Mandalorian, and overall he's a nice figure. Not going to complain too hard about it being a rehash. I mean, based on where this figure was, I'm pretty sure it is decently accurate to the time the show is taking place on. You know, there's times to criticize LEGO for rehashing a figure, and there's times not to, and I don't really have a problem with this figure being included in this set. Because there's not really much else you could have made different. I guess you could say LEGO could have placed the set or based the set on a different time when he's in different armor, but overall I like the look and I'm fine with collecting multiple of these guys. I just think the overall Mandalorian look is really cool and I'm fine with it. It does have the great arm printing and leg printing. Nice to get that in a very cheap set, so you can't complain if you about not being able to afford this figure. You know, whether it was in the $40 or the $160 Razor Crest, though I think the Razor Crest one was based off of the old armor, though I could be mistaken. Just slips my mind right now. But overall, he's got the jetpack, the black head underneath. I'll show off his back armor. Or back printing, if it'll focus, like so. Looks very nice. Comes with of course, LEGO pistol, and yeah, that is the Mandalorian. Looks very nice. Moving on to the build of the Razor Crest, it looks very good, I must say. I've seen a lot of people dislike the design, and I don't know, I just think it's nitpicky because micro builds aren't meant to be accurate one-to-one models of the set. So it's one of the things that sometimes I think gets like, what I'm trying to say is I think sometimes LEGO Star Wars fans just get too nitpicky on these sets. I think it captures the overall look of the ship fine. Is it perfect? No, but I look at other micro builds and I don't see a perfect micro build ever. These are meant to be really cheap to produce, really cheap to offer consumer sets that have one minifigure that really are marketed mostly towards kids. Obviously, this is a 6 and up lineup set, meant to be something that kids can get in their stockings or Christmas or just quick birthday gifts, and that's pretty much what they're meant for. Now, obviously, that's not to say adults can't collect this set, but I think sometimes expectations of these sets gets thrown out of whack, especially on a set like this that is clearly not meant for collectors. You know, this isn't like even the playstyle version of the set. It's not meant to look, and I guess I should say, it's meant to capture the overall look of the Razor Crest, and I think it does. But of course, you have to factor in they remove what the top is supposed to look like so you can fit the Mandalorian on top, which they do manage to do, as they do have room for his jetpack, so you don't have to remove that, which is nice. And overall, it looks fine to me. Like, it's not perfect, but it's not, to me, it's never meant to be perfect. It's just meant to be a cheap offering for a generally desired minifigure, though again that obviously changes since we've gotten some weird microfighters in the last few years. Personally, I haven't really collected them too often, though I'm starting to be more open to collecting them. I've seen a lot that I kind of wish I collected back in the day. You know, you have the Wookiee, the clone one, the clone trooper ones, and whatnot. And I wish I had gotten some of those back in the day, but I never did, of course. But now I'm starting to collect them. And just showing off the look. Of course, I almost forget. Don't want to forget to show off the new stud shooters, which I think look okay. Some people say they would have preferred the old design for this ship, and that is one thing I don't entirely disagree with, but I think they wanted to obviously include their investment in the set. Okay, so to fire it off, you just push down on this, and it fires out. And it definitely shoots at a higher velocity than the old one does, in my opinion, though that is not like a full-on test, and it could be obviously different from stud shooter to stud shooter. Now, I did put my extra stud shooters blaster pieces on the front there, so you just can grab it. And of course, that's not always accurate, but I just like to do that just so I don't lose them, like I probably did with the ones I shot off. So that is the Mandalorian Razor Crest. So, like I said, my final thoughts on this set are, is it is a perfectly fine microfighter. Is it the perfect one? No, but I never feel like most microfighters are. I feel like they're meant to be able to collect a desired minifigure in a cheap set, and at the end of the day, that's what they're for. You know, they're targeted towards younger kids. It is not a complex building. You know, kids probably younger than 6 can build this set with adult supervision and have no issues. And overall, I'm fine with the microfighter. But let me know down below your thoughts. Are you a fan of the microfighter, of the Razor Crest, or are you having issues? Let me know down below. I'd love to have a discussion, see what people's thoughts are on this overall set. This has been LEGO Dynasty. Leave a comment down below, like I said. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day, everyone.